Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. स्थित प्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्थस्य केशव स्थितधि किम प्रभाषेत किमासीत व्रजेत किम. These were the four questions asked by Arjun. How a man of steady wisdom lives. Does he sit for meditation, or what is the meaning of meditation for him? Then prabhasheta kim. How does he respond to the world? Does he respond or he reacts? Second question. The third question was Kima Sita. What is the foundation of his life because of which he is extraordinary? He is not like any commoner. So this is the third question that we are taking now. When we were told that we may be able to withdraw from the world under compulsion, like the diabetic patients are withdrawn from the sugar under compulsion. But rasavarjam, but the taste for the sweetness is so much lingering in them that they just can't stop it. See? There was one child, is no more. Right from childhood he had this diabetes. So he was not allowed to eat sweets. And it was so bad, so he has to take injection. A child of about 12 or 15 years. And people will be keeping the sweets in the fridge and also his medicine for taking injections. So when everybody is to sleep, he will go take the shot and eat to his fill. See? Within 2-3 years he finished. Because we cannot hold on from the outer world only by the strength of will. It is not enough. The mind has to be given something positive to hold on to. And therefore the teacher says, Rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. The attraction for the world will disappear when we have something higher discovered as an anchor for ourselves. And if somebody simply wants to put efforts and do not contemplate on one's essential nature, then indriyani pramathini haranti prasabham manaha. Such a person may be able to hold on for some time, but again there is a slip. And therefore, the foundation of this wise man's extraordinary expression of life is Tani Sarvani Sayyamya Yukta Asita Matparaha. Asita, what is the foundation? So Tani Sarvani, all the senses are to be under our perfect control. That is most important. And Yukta Asi, Sayyamya Yukta Asita Matparaha. So two aspects now. Worldly objects are devalued. Second thing, the gateways of the world in our system is the sense organs. They are perfectly controlled. Then the third thing, we go to sleep. No, don't go to sleep. Then yukta asita matparaha. Then we are seeking something higher. Matparaha, the supreme self that we are. See, friends. So these are the three stages. Without consciously practicing these three things, meditation is only a self-persecution. It is not possible. And this is what most of the seekers do. They do not want to put efforts on the overall holistic approach to life. It cannot be only a part of it. No. And therefore, yukta asita matparaha vashehi yasyendriyani tasya prajna pradishtita. So he who has got perfect control over all his faculties, he alone can have the steady wisdom, or else every time we make the same mistake and we feel bad, then we make the mistake second time, we feel less bad, we make it third time, we feel less bad, and afterwards, nahi aisa hi chalta hai. See? We are not even feeling bad about our wrong approach to life. Yukta asita matparaha. Therefore, this is one of the most essential thing in the practice of meditation. Up to here, having heard, then the teacher tells us what exactly happens, why we fall. So there are 8 steps to fall. See how methodically we fall. ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः संगस्तेषु उपजायते संगात् संजायते कामः कामात् क्रोधो विजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशः बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. These are the 8 steps through which we fall. Now what is that? First is dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangaha teshu upajayate. When we are thinking about somebody or something for no reason, we just keep on thinking about something. This is the technique used in all the advertisements. When we do not know a particular object, we don't desire that. So what they will do? They will have so much of advertisement made. So we are fed with lot of information. And to make us more involved in this, we are further told that buy one and take 4 free. And that increases the possibility of our falling for that object. And in this manner, we keep on accumulating the things whether we require or we don't require. See how simple it is. Therefore, dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu upajayate. We get attracted, attached to those things. Then, sangat sanjayate kamaha. Then the next step is, we want that thing at any cost. I must have it. And once the kama, the desire, takes possession of our system, nobody can stop us. See, in the 5th chapter, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, who is a nara and who is a vanara? Shaknoti haivaya sodhum prak sharira vimokshanaat kama krodhodbhavam vegam swayuktaha sassukhi naraha. He who is able to stand the onslaught of desire and anger while he is alive. See, prak sharira vimokshanaat, not after death. He alone is a yogi. He alone is liberated and he alone is nara. Rest are vanara. This is what Bhagavan says. We have absolute zero control over ourselves because the desire has taken possession so strongly. So, sanga sanjayate kamaha. And when the desire is fulfilled or desire is not fulfilled, 2 options. When the desire is not fulfilled, we become angry on small issues, See? You tell a child, don't do that. No, I'll do that. Immediately we flare up because our desire is not fulfilled and we are unable to recognize this fault in our system. That whenever we have strong desire, there is a strong anger. If you have got weak desire, you will have weak anger. If you have no desire, there won't be any anger. See? Last time probably I told you, in one of my talks somewhere in Bombay it happened. The 2 persons sitting together and one was sleeping on the shoulder of the other. And the one who was not sleeping, he was feeling very uncomfortable and trying to push that fellow. But he will put his hand and pull him together and sleep, like we do with a pillow. And after the lecture was over, then he came to me. He said, Swamiji, this fellow, he was sleeping, you saw him. Why didn't you tell him to stop? I said, don't get angry first of all. You tell me what for you have come here? For becoming miserable or for discovering happiness. Of course, for discovering happiness, he already discovered. You are still struggling. Therefore, all those who sleep in meditation, they are real Mahatmas. Those who don't sleep, they are still struggling to find out the happiness. Therefore, sleep. See? Once we are clear about this thing, that in this world we are here only exclusively for time pass, then there is no responsibility on you whether others are understanding or not. Your time pass ho gaya, bahut badhiya. Over. But we become so much obsessed. Things should happen what I say. See? Therefore, when the desire is not fulfilled, it flares up as an anger. And the second thing, when the desire is fulfilled, then greed comes up. See? When you go on doing something for somebody, after a few days, that somebody starts expecting. ऐसा तो होना ही चाहिए. And if for some reason our desire is not fulfilled, then that earlier it was developing as a greed, and again when the greed is not fulfilled, again it reduces to the anger. In this manner, kama sanjayate krodhaha. And when the krodhat bhavati sammohaha, when the anger overpowers, then the sammoha, the delusion, is so strong. And in that delusion, we forget as to what we are, where we are, what is the purpose of our being here. See? Now those people who come and sleep in the satsang, the reason is they have forgotten what for they have come here. Somebody must have, pulled them out of the bed. Chalo yaar, wahan jayenge, wahan so lena. Theek hai. So they come and sleep here. If we are clear about the purpose, see, then there cannot be laziness, there cannot be any kind of negativity. There is one story about Janak Maharaj. Some Panditji went to him and he said, Sir, you are called as a Jivan Mukta Videha Raj. What is that? You are also like us. Why people are great, Vasishtha Rishi and everybody is glorifying you? He said, forget about them, you are a Bhu Devata, come and take food. So when he is offered to go and sit on the seat, that time he is told, be careful, there is a sword hanging right on you by the hair of a horse tail. Be careful. Sit there and eat. And nice food is being given and all that. And after the food is over, he comes out and washes his hands and then he is asked, how was the food? What food? The one which you ate. What did I eat? When something is hanging on your head as a death, you can never get involved and enjoy this illusory world. See, friends. This is one of the most important things for us to understand, that we have to remind ourselves 24/7 that what for we are here. See? So what for we are here? Only for one thing. This whole thing can be explained by one word, that it is Krishna Leela or it is Rama Leela, that's all. See? In Leela, in the drama, in the sport, it is just a time pass. See? There is nothing to be achieved, nothing to be lost. These words, nothing to be achieved, nothing to be lost, if you want to hear a technical word, Ananya Chintayanto Mam Ye Jana Paryupasate Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam Yogakshemam Vahamyaham LIC. Now what is the Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham? Yoga is that what you don't have to get it is yoga. Kshema is that whatever you have, it is protected. See? The same principle is in this Krishna Leela, Ram Leela. That everything is just happening for the fun of it. Let us not become unnecessarily serious about anything in this world, including spiritual practice. See? We come across most miserable people on the spiritual path. The other day in Hubli it happened. I used to drive morning class from some hillock and then go to the lecture hall. So there is to be one person, jolly good, with the Bermuda and a felt hat on his head, and a stick in his hand, and with a big smile, and he used to wave hi like that. So I used to also say hi to him. So my friend who used to drive me, he said, Swami, do you know who is he? I said, he is a happy man. That's more than enough for me. I don't have to know who is he. As long as in the morning somebody greets you cheerfully, what more you want? Otherwise, kahan ja rahe hai? Ram, Ram, Ram. Why do you start my day in the wrong start? See? Then he said, he is absolutely not spiritual. He drinks and he eats non-vegetarian, everything. But one thing is true. He is always cheerful and happy. See? What is important is bottom line. All the CAs, they understand the importance of the bottom line. We have no bottom. There is a line. The bottom is the foundation. Therefore, when the desires are not fulfilled, anger will take us away from our wisdom, and smriti bhramshat buddhi nashaha. And when we have forgotten buddhi nashaha, the wisdom, the discrimination is destroyed. And what is the destruction of the discrimination? These two words I explained you earlier, that there are two types of people, those who are intelligent and those who are intellectuals. Intellectuals are intelligently miserable and intelligent people are never miserable. You will see intellectuals are extremely miserable. Anywhere you go, all these MBAs, you can never see a smile on the face of an MBA. See? मैं बेकार हूँ, MBA. And all the time carrying the load. Relax. Life is a celebration. And let that life be expressed through us only as joy. See, friends. So, smriti bhramshat buddhi nashaha. And such people, what they do, they always try to justify everything in life. This is one principle, please try this. Never try to justify anything in your life. The moment we try to justify something, we are doubtful about ourselves. See? Therefore, this process of justification is always that of intellectuals. An intelligent person is bypassing the whole thing. And then buddhi nashat pranashyati. And what is the destruction of human being? Destruction of a human being, we are all the time miserable, frustrated, degraded, in a disgusted existence. Bhagavan created this world. First of all, he created the stones and the bricks and the mountains and the rivers. He saw around. Then he created plant kingdom. Then he saw, not that good. Then he created animal kingdom all around. He, after creating that also, it's okay, but I am not fully satisfied, Like these ladies, when they prepare the rasam, no. And the same spoon. Because Bhagwan ko bhog chada rahe na. And after, when even animals were created, Brahmaji was not happy with his own creation. I don't know what I should produce, what I should create. Brahmani came. Why are you worried? No, I was thinking about creation. What should I? Can I suggest you something? Every husband has got a very low opinion about his wife. And vice versa. See? So she said, so what? Even a dead clock gives correct time twice a day. I am a living one. Okay, tell. She said, why don't you create someone like you? Only one condition, one head is enough. With your 4 heads, I get frustrated. So 1 head is enough. Then he was saying, really, you are a genius, of course. Now you recognize. And God created man in his image. See, friends. Now, what is the difference between all other aspects of creation and human beings? It is in human beings alone that the divinity is manifesting in its full glory. See? And where there is no evolution, there is no expansion. See? For example, you take our Indian food. Out of that one innocent rice, how many dishes have? Right from murukku, then attakullu, and then the poha, and then the murmura, and then the idli, and then that thickened dosha, what they call it, uttapam, and then still it remains in the fridge, then they make the dosha, still it remains, then they make paper dosha. See? This genius is an expansion of culture. See? And where there is no expansion, no evolution, breakfast sandwich, lunch sandwich, dinner sandwich, where there is neither sand nor which, and yet they are given. See, friends. So when God created human being, in human being alone there is a complete expression of God. And what is that complete expression? Please be very careful in understanding. In the inert world there is only existence. In the plant kingdom there is existence plus life. In the animal kingdom there is existence, life plus knowledge. And in case of the human beings, all the three plus happiness. See? So, if we are human beings, we have to be happy. And the happiness expresses as a laughter, a joy. Nobody can say, what happened to you? I'm happy. Nobody can say that. See, friends. Therefore, here we have to very clearly understand that life is a celebration. Don't suffer in this world. Many people, they will be doing the japa and then suffer, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Like a thermometer, now and then they will see how much is the temperature, and again, don't do that. Discover yourself, and slowly we will evolve. And then we will start living in meditation. When we start living in meditation, then we do the business the whole day, and by the day end we do the accounting. So what is done? The plus minus points. In the same manner, whole day we live in meditation, and before we go to sleep, we do the account writing. How was the day today? And stand apart. All the good and bad that has happened, where I was involved, when good was happening, there I was. Where bad was happening, there I was. So who am I? I have to be the one who is illuminating both good and bad, and therefore someone beyond good and bad. Coming to this cognition of our being for a longer and longer period of time is living in meditation. See? This is what the teacher told us, Dukkheshu anudvigna manaha sukheshu vigata spruha. Now after having told this thing, then such a person, what happens to him? He develops a special faculty. And this faculty is called as prasada buddhi. Yesterday also I explained you. Prasada buddhi, prasade sarva dukkhanam hanirasya upajayate, prasanna chetaso yashu buddhi pari avatishthate. The one who is cheerful and happy, prasanna chetas, he alone can think of God. A miserable person will think about misery. See? Like, when people come and meet us, from their questions we know what is the angle that they have. So one person comes, Swamiji, my son, he wants to become Babaji, please tell him don't. So I said, come son, don't become Babaji. Get a BBG at home and suffer silently. Next. See, we are living in this world only to create problems for us. Instead of that, remain cheerful and happy, and then your mind can think about something good. Imagine that you have got a tooth, root canal. And then with the root canal, use it for meditation. What will be the mudra? What is this? This is sentidental meditation. When a simple thing like a toothache cannot make you think of God, do you think that our mind, which is carrying the burden of all the frustrations in life, with that mind can we ever think about God? See? And therefore, prasade sarva dukkhanam, what is to be done then? Only one thing, accept the world as it comes, cheerfully and happily. We have got two options. Whatever comes, accept happily. Second option. Whatever comes, accept miserably. Acceptance is common. We have no choice. Now see how we have no choice. Do we have choice but to stay in the present? We cannot stay yesterday. We cannot stay tomorrow. We have to live now and here. See. And when we are living now and here, we are accepting the world as it is, cheerfully and happily. Therefore, a person who is cheerful and happy now and here in this situation, he alone can be happy all the time. See how important it is. If we imagine after meditation we will be happy, after meditation you will have a headache, not happiness. See? Therefore, prasade sarva dukkhanam hanihi upajayate. All the miseries disappear when you accept the life cheerfully and happily. And such a person, prasanna chetaso yashu buddhi pari paramatmani avatishtate. Then he is able to discover the divine intervention in and through every experience of our life. Be very attentive. Meditation is the experience of the divine intervention in and through all the experiences of life. Living in that equipoise is living in meditation. See, Tulsidas ji talks about this meditation in his Ramcharitmanas towards the end. He gives two examples. Kamihi nari piyari jimi, lobhihi priya jimidam. For a greedy person, how the money is the only important thing. See? For a greedy person, there is no time when he doesn't think about money. It is not like, no, I think about money only 10 to 5, that's it. Afterwards, the money comes to me. No. A greedy person is 24/7 involved in money, money, money. In the same manner, this wise man who is all the time in tune with the divine. In this manner, when we start living, then we are living in meditation. And he who is really wanting to achieve this 24/7 meditation, Nasti hi buddhi ayuktasya, nacha yuktasya bhavana, nacha bhavayata shanti ashantasya kutas sukham. So, buddhi ayuktasya nasti. He who does not have this clear understanding, he can never have proper discrimination. See, it is something like this, we become miserable because of something or somebody. Now it is our choice whether we should become miserable when the miseries come or not. If we are not able to exercise our own choice in a proper manner, then there is nobody who can help us. Therefore, ayuktasya buddhihi nasti. He who doesn't have self-control and proper understanding, he can never think properly. Such a person is always thinking in a negative manner. See, what is the negative thinking? One example I'll give you. One boy came and told me, he came with his mother, Swami, I don't believe in God. Mummy is all the time telling, do namaskar, I don't believe, I hate God. So I called him very close and told him, I also don't believe. Let us shake hands. You also don't believe? I said, no, I don't believe. Why should I believe God? Then I asked him, do you believe in yourself or you know you are? No, I know I am. That is your condition. You already know God. Therefore, you don't have to believe in God. Dhanyaya pranam. He got so confused. I said, don't bother about God. Why do you bring your mother here, first of all, for the lectures? Do you bring any lady on the road here every day? No. Why do you bring your mother? Because probably you love her. The moment I said you love her, immediately the whole expression of his face changed. Yes, Swami. I said, life is a matter of love and not a matter of logic. You are becoming miserable because you are living logically. Don't live logically, live lovingly. See? Love is the foundation. See? And when we understand this, that people come to us never for knowledge. Everybody reaches everybody only for pure love. That's all. See, friends. Nasti buddhi ayuktasya. So either we have proper discrimination and withdraw from the objective world and discover the subjective self. One technique. Second technique is bhavana. See, nasti buddhi ayuktasya, nacha ayuktasya bhavana. Bhavana is another technique of meditation. See, now what is this technique of meditation? When we are sitting quiet and we have, like the first day we did, we have relaxed our body totally, and after the body is fully relaxed, now the shape and the size and the form of the body starts becoming hazy, non-distinct, and the concept of in and out becomes redundant, becomes meaningless. That time, a high possibility that we get into sleep. Because when we sleep and when we are in perfect meditation, experience is the same. There is no difference. The only difference is in meditation we recognize. In deep sleep, we don't recognize that. See, friends. And therefore, when we are in this manner dissolving our body shape from the mind, thereafter, like the yoga, chitta vritti nirodha yoga, don't be satisfied with that. Now engage your totally free mind in doing the bhavana. See, Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is the best example of bhavana meditation. When he used to do the puja of Kali Mata, he was unable to differentiate whether he is doing the puja of the mother in the idol or on himself. This is called as bhavana. So here the bhavana is when we are thus withdrawn from everything else, then we sit and then we do the bhavana. The bhavana is what it is like being space. Don't do this bhavana. I am the space. No, we have to get rid of I. Many times, this is where we go wrong. Don't try. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, but I am the space. Inside the head, see, that I has to get away. So we do this bhavana. What it is like being, not becoming space. When we say, I am space, we have become space. So it is only changing the labels. No. So we do this bhavana, what it is like being space. Now you work on that. See? When my hand is moving in the space, space does not get disturbed. When more furniture is added in the world, there is no burden for the space. When everything is taken away, there is no sense of emptiness for the space. Space supports all the four elements, but none of them can ever touch. In the same manner, all the bodies, including my body, is supported by the space. So none of the worldly objects, including the body, can ever touch the space. That is our experience. This is the meditation bhavana. Objects are many, space is one. Therefore, there is not one soul per head like a one soul per shoe. See, this is bhavana. And then you practice on this again and again and again and again. By God's grace, one day it will just click. And what is the click? The click is worldly things and beings can never disturb you. See? One day in Hawaii, I went with my friend for a vacation. His birthday was there, so he took me there. And we went to some Chinese restaurant for a cup of tea. And by the time he was organizing, there was a very nice big aquarium. So I went and was taking, as I am fond of the camera, so I was taking the shots and different movements and all that. And after that was over, then I was simply standing there, looking at it. So he came, Swami, what are you looking? So tell me. You are looking at the fish. You like fish? I said, no, I am not looking at the fish. Maybe then the various gadgets which are fitted in this aquarium? No.